Almost half of all ballots returned are from registered Democrats. About a third are from registered Republicans. And a little more than 20% are from voters who aren't affiliated with either party. I'm joined now by Andrea Hailey, the CEO of Vote.org. Andrea, with Georgia and North Carolina setting early voting records, how do you see this surge impacting voter participation nationwide?
I think this is a good indication that we are going to see a lot of enthusiasm around this race of this election cycle. I think nationwide, over 13 million people have already early voted. So I think people are hungry to have their voice heard at the ballot box.
Despite disruptions like Hurricane Helene, we're seeing a strong early voting numbers. What does this tell us about voter resilience and determination in 2024 and saying, you know what, we're not going to let this storm stop me from having my voice heard?
You know, at Vote.org, we saw this really early because as a registration site, we saw that really in North Carolina, registration numbers kind of stayed equal to what they had been before, even during and after the storm. And that is translating directly now into numbers in early voting. So we're not surprised, but people really want to have their voice heard. No matter what they're going through, they're connecting the dots between their everyday lives and who they want to lead them and what kind of policies will help them and their families the most.
Andrea, what does your work tell you? Do you believe the high early voting turnout will lead to increased engagement among groups that typically face barriers to voting, such as young or low-income voters?
We know that when people make a plan to vote, they're much more likely to get through the process. If you wait till Election Day, you know, things come up. You might have work or kids or something that happens that kind of takes you out of the process. And so, especially for young people and in communities of color, the earlier people make their plans to vote, the better they can get through these systems. Some states are easier to vote in than others. In Georgia, famously, you have long lines, specifically in Black communities. And so the earlier you get out to vote, the more likely it is that you can make it all the way through the process. And I think that's what we're seeing. We're seeing people who are saying, you know, the election may be many days away or election day may be many days away, but I'm going to make sure that my vote is in and my vote counts. Earlier
this weekend, I reported on how Taylor Swift has even partnered to use a filter to have people take a selfie shared with friends, and it takes you to the Vote.org site. What role do you think digital platforms like Vote.org have played in facilitating this record-breaking early voting turnout?
Well, at Vote.org, we've registered right at 2 million people this election cycle, and we have an 81% conversion rate from registration to the ballot box. So we know that we're having an impact. But as far as influencers go, we can see directly on the site when an influencer participates, how many people are registering, where they're registering from, and we know it also has an impact because now, especially with the younger generation, they really want to listen to voices that they're already keyed into, they're already paying attention to. With Taylor Swift, I think the important thing to remember is she's amazing and she's using her platform to increase civic engagement, but so many people can use that as a model. We're all influencers, so we can all, you know, influence who's in our community and how people register and get out to vote. So I hope everybody out there also uses their digital platforms to help increase engagement.
You know, Andrea, I get the impression you're like, you know, a member of the family who, you know, my grandmother used to carry mints in her purse. You're the one carrying Vote.org ballots to all friends and relatives. Like, what do you mean you ain't registered to vote and you're pulling them out constantly? Are you that person who's constantly having everybody in your circle register to vote?
I definitely am the vote captain of my friends and my family. I'm sending those text messages saying, have you made your plan to vote? Have you registered? Do you know, go to Vote.org and look up the What's on My Ballot tool and make sure that you know who's on your ballot and do some research around them and then get out there to vote. I'm definitely that person. And if somebody tells me that, oh, I don't know why I need to participate, I'm definitely the person that reminds everyone that our rights and freedoms aren't a given. We have to show up cycle after cycle to make sure that we can maintain a healthy democracy and access to the ballot box. And we have to do that all together. So, yeah, I'm definitely the civic nerd in my friends and family.
Safe to say you won't be sleeping until Wednesday, November 6th?
Absolutely not. I have a lot of concealer on here today. I will not be sleeping. It'll be around the clock. Our whole team at Vote.org is working around the clock right now to make sure everyone has what they need in all 50 states to vote and to participate. We're going to be sending out election reminders. We have a radio program that will go up that will tell people, you know, remind them about early voting and making a plan to vote. And we'll do that work. We'll run it all the way through the finish line on Election Day to make sure that all voters have what they need to participate.
Andrea Hailey, thank you so much for joining us for NewsNation Live.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.